Hit the throttle, feel the cheese. Two wheels lift, grip tight, cut the breeze.
I'm actually even sweating kiasi. We have one challenge. People are not willing to go far to get quality. They just want whatever is available. And the problem is most of people are learning. Like, I'm not saying like, for instance, like the bikers we have in Nairobi are bad. But then like they are so limited if you aim to be like, let's say a specific person and they're not all that, the best you can be is not all that, right? But if you go the extra mile, bro, you will get to enjoy the true feeling about. You can't learn how to ride your bike comfortably if you can't ride it at its peak for hours comfortably.
Yeah, I'm beginning to get your sense.
Like this thing of, I have a serious machine, but I can't push it for more than 5-10 minutes. Like, I see people celebrating at going from Nairobi to Thika in how many minutes?
12.
Bro, I've done Juja to West Uko, Karibu Kangemi at night, 13 minutes. And the video is on YouTube at night. With a light, with stock 2013 R6 lights. R6. It's cute when you see people doing these things. I'm telling you, and that was nothing. That was just me going back home from dropping off a friend. That was nothing. Hauwezi sema ati umeenda ride ya 20 minutes, 30 minutes and then you're saying you ride. That you've gone for a 200-kilometer trip and then you've taken the whole day and you're calling it a ride. Like you go, you spend more time like standing at the roadside waiting for each other and sijui ati who has fallen and then ati. Bro, riding it's a joke nowadays. No offense.
What motivates you?
Being able to have a wholesome experience. Bro, I know what it's like to sleep next to the road with hyenas, snakes, scorpions, and rabbits. Ziko hapa ndio hizi mekando ya barabara hapo. In like, it was like 300 or 200 huko North Horr huko. Umesikia North Horr? You pass Maikona, you pass Kalacha, you pass North Horr, you go. Ati ni usiku nimechoka. Na ni in the middle of nowhere, it's Chabi Desert. You just park your bike where you are and you sleep. And in the morning you wake up and your bike is still there. You're in the tent, you're like, sijakuliwa na fisi, kwa sababu fisi zako si kubwa kubwa na zimezoea watu, sababu people there sleep outside.
So they don't eat people.
Bro, you know, if you go to those places, you would know. Huku fisi zako zinakula sababu they are big. Fisi za places which are green na ziko na wanyama, like big animals, they are big. Because they have a lot to eat. When you go to places which are dry, the hyenas there like size of doggy. But they're many and they're still dangerous. But they're used to people sleeping outside and they don't attack people there because they know people will retaliate. People are not prey. So, mimi niko ndani ya tent like, I am not even feeling safe. I'm feeling tired and I need to sleep and I sleep. You can't do that in Nairobi. I see people saying that mwenda camping wapi, Sagana, niko like, it's okay. I understand. Those are your limits.
What's wrong with Sagana? Wako unataka tuende to camp katikati ya Nairobi National Park?
Bro, yani as in, you are going to camp in a place where the security there is even more security. It's more secure than Nairobi. That's not camping. So you just go, you pay for the room, you just sleep. Like, leave a room.
Airbnb waka.
Hey, leave a room, ulale, kama you just want to sleep somewhere else. But if you want to go to places where, bro, do you know what it's like to actually see a place where the air is so clean because there's nothing to pollute it? Hatuna magari na mabike huko. The air is so clean. The sky is so clear because there's no pollution. Hakuna motion manini huko. You see the whole Milky Way. You are like, this is Kenya. Okay, let me give an example. Did you know the lower half of Kenya below the equator is much smaller than the upper half of Kenya above the equator?
No.
And those are the sweetest places to visit. And the equator, for perspective, Meru iko just like 7 kilometers above the equator. Eldoret is like 12, 13, 14 kilometers or 15 kilometers, like not very far above the equator. Unavukia Tamboroa, no, it's actually 60, 70 actually, but it's the same direction, so iko just hapo juu, haiko mbali. Kitale ndio maybe iko juu ya equator kidogo. Na most people have never been above Kitale. Like I say, probably 90 or 95% or even more of Kenyans have never been above Kitale on the Kenyan map. Go put a ruler across the map of Kenya above Kitale and see how many towns you visited above there. Most people have not been there, and that's the sweet bit of Kenya to visit. That's the best part of Kenya to ride. In fact, nowadays there are tarmac roads and they're empty and they're there. And you are here with your cute super bikes and you're not riding them. Because why? Why? By the way, why?
Eh, hapa ni-
No,
I
no,
feel
really, bro.
attacked.
No, it's not attacked. It's the truth. If you get a road, of course, budget constraints notwithstanding, if you get a road where you are able to ride your bike the whole day at a good level, you are able to enjoy it and you're going to learn it. And then the moment you know, ukizoea kufanya kitu at the top for a while, it gets to a place where it becomes the norm. Now you're no longer afraid. The thing is, if I give you a Ninja 300, you max it out very easily, right? Will you be able to max it out safely? It's a 300cc.
Not really.
Ninja 400, I can do whatever I want with that bike because I have maxed it out too many times. I was so confident with it. I rode 6 countries, actually including Congo and Africa 7, with crutches. That level of confidence, you cannot get it by exposing yourself. But people are blocked here to go radius here Nairobi. If it's more than 200 kilometers from Nairobi or 300 kilometers from Nairobi, it's too far. Eldoret is just 310. Most people have never even done a ride to Eldoret. And Eldoret is still a boring place to go. In fact, like Newsama, like almost all the rides I've done to Kisumu, I don't even use the Eldoret route or the Nakuru route. I use the one at here, my Mahio.
Hiyo ndio na slap.
Bro, it's almost empty. Unafika Bomet, unaenda mpaka Kaplong, you turn left or right depending on which road you want to use. I usually like the one to the left. You go to Sotik, there's a place called Chebilat. You go to Ikonge, Chabera, turn right. Unaenda mpaka Haero, through Sondu, and then unaingia Kisumu. 3.5 hours you're in Kisumu. And hakuna mahali umepush bike sana. You're doing like 170, 180 on day. But for bikes, you know that's not much, right? For you guys, at 6 barabara empty, that is even saving fuel, right?
Yeah.
Tuongee kweli? Tuongee kweli?
Where?
Tuongee kweli?
Yeah, okay.
And you've stopped even along the way to take pictures, drink whatever you want to drink. You're not in a hurry. Nowadays, you tell people, oh, bro, Mombasa, we used to like, na si ati unaharakisha ati una hurry or anything. We used to do it in 3 hours, 3.5.
We umeenjoy, man.
Yeah, kwanza time ya COVID, when the roads were closed.
Kwani you used to have the pass?
Bro, I'm a lawyer, umesahau.
Lawyers wote walikuwa wanapewa?
See, like by being a lawyer, you're able to do legal work all over the country.
Or you need to be moving?
It's not even needed. People need your services, and they can't come to you because the roads are closed.
So you go to them?
See, that's why I had when I had my accident, I was also doing like that kind of legal work.
Oh, you are past curfew hours?
Yeah. It was nice.
Wow.
It was nice.
I feel like I hope you retire fully. Maybe there's
To
room
be honest,
for...
I'll be honest with you, the number of times I've thought about putting the bike down, but I'm like, my grandmother is still dead, but her memory is still here. Let's go for a ride. I hate it.
But are you actively involved in the bike things?
I removed myself because of politics. Bro, we have people in court suing me
As
for
we
bike
speak?
things. Yeah, as we speak. See, nilikuwa kotini, ilikuwa last week on Thursday. Na unauliza mtu like, unanidai nini wewe? Like, unanidai nini wewe? You know what we were doing. You know the mistakes you did. And yes, I stood to tell you like, you can't do that. Unanidai nini? People are petty, bro. And I'm being honest. Because at the end of the day, like, there are people who want to have control of everything. But they don't care about like what is in it for everybody else. But mimi usema like, there's enough of the cake for everybody to enjoy. You can come and be you. You see, I'm not telling anybody to be like anybody anymore. But I'm telling them, I wish you could know what you are missing. Because I'll give you an example. Before you knew biking, you didn't know how sweet bikes are, right?
Yeah, true.
Right now, if you were to go for a trip and you were told to choose between a car and a bike, which one would you choose?
Bike, definitely.
In fact, like the only places you wouldn't choose a bike is in case like you're going to places like mud roads, which your bike cannot like you can't enjoy like a super bike on muddy roads, or places where you know you'll be too tired, or you're going with people like that cannot ride and you can't, you know, they are important enough for you to want to accommodate them, so you choose to cage with them. Or you just fly. Because what's the essence of spending 5 hours on the road in a car? Like, no offense.
Yeah.
You're getting my point. But if you're able to enjoy biking at that level, anybody who doesn't know. You can't blame them.
So the cases are slowing you down.
No, bro.
Is this something
it's
you
just
are willing to talk
I
about?
was like, yeah, I'm willing to. But when things are in court, there's only so much you can comment. You can just do a fair comment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
the thing is, when there were tussles, there were those older people in the biking community that initiated, especially the racing thing. And you see, back then, there was that element of wanting to own the thing. Like, you want it to be affiliated to you when you babaya hiyo kitu. And yeah, the respect was always given. But you see, like, I come from a place where people make mistakes. And if you let people make mistakes and continue making them, they are victims. And most of the times, those victims do not have voices.
And they have nothing to do with the...
Yeah, so you're like, you can't let things which are not right continue to trump. And I was very vocal about the good things and the not so good things. When people did good things, I would give them compliments. The same people. But when they made a mistake, I was like, dude, I've told you in person it's not working. Let me tell you in a forum of people who you are trying to impress or trying to get attention from, like who you think like your image is important to. You're getting where you're trying for bike, sisi wote, we have our different things we do outside biking, but we come together and we are just bikers. Like nobody cares what we do for a living. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Biking is what brings you guys.
Biking is the only reason we are together. And there's no time like people will be like, no, let's stop riding because so and so is going to study. No.
Those who are available to ride,
they
will ride.
The only time we interact and relate with each other is when it comes to things we have in common. So when you're doing something in the community which is harmful to people directly, including myself, I will tell you it's not right. And I will tell you bravely. Because I cannot have the balls to go there and ride bravely, enjoy my bike to the limit, etc., and do it without a fear of death and then come fear a human being. Mimi naogopa Mwenyezi Mungu peke yake. And I would tell them. And that's why you see, like, I'm still able to get to be at peace with most people. Because when you make a mistake and you correct it, we are still friends. But when you make a mistake and you still want to justify it, that's... So yeah, people who I told their mistakes are trying to like get all they can get from a court of law for defamation.
Siasa iko kila pahali.
Bro, na ni mbaya na ni chafu. And the truth of the matter is, ni ukweli. Na inawauma kwa sababu they are used to like, oh, I am the elite, nobody talks to me like that. And then you come and find Wakili Timam who tell you the truth. Bro, you're not all that. Relax.
Tulia.
Ni ukweli. Even I, like, there are people who come and tell me, you're not all that, because they are better than me. And when someone is better than you, you better listen. Because that way you will learn. But if you think you're everything, you will be everything in your head and it will not take you anywhere. The best you can do is maybe like try and use that influence, maybe make a few shillings here and there, but it will not take you anywhere. When you are relevant to people, you never go out of whatever. Because why are we at Oyayas right now? He's not lost his relevance. Is he perfect? No. Has he made mistakes? Of course he has. But does he like go beating his chest when he makes mistakes? No, he listens.
I get
Let's be
your
honest.
points.
There are people out there who don't listen.
Ego.
I wouldn't call it ego, bro, because let's be honest, if this was back in the days, like back in the days during the early man, when it was like you take a rungu and then the strongest man wins, most of these people would not even exist. Natural selection would have selected them a long time ago.
They were the real princess.
They were princess. They're just small problems here and there, but it's okay. But anyway, those things are the reason why I actually took a step back is, you see, the thing is, at the end of the day, like, we have people who nowadays people are broke. The truth is, poverty is a big problem in Kenya, and when I have a few shillings, I can use to like move masses here to make some noises or opinions, or buy friendships and etc. Or maybe like because I have money now, you think I'm important. I'm able to change things here and there. I'm like, I'm not going to compete with that bullshit.
No need.
You see, because at the end of the day, like, I wanted to keep people moving because of passion. Like, you love this thing. Earlier. And then I want to promote talent. Let people make something out of it. Because at the end of the day, we can't say like in the biker community, the only people who make money are vendors and event organizers. You're getting my point?
Is this in relation to, there was a time, I think I was still new into biking, and then a race was organized and then there was some tear gas.
That's even one of them, but there are so many more. Sio hiyo peke yake. Even the day I was banned. Kwani bro, let me put I was banned.
From racing?
Yes, in 2021 they banned me on my last race actually, because I complained. They had influence, they had offices, they had control over the organizing bodies, etc. So they tried to abuse that power. And then I was like, like I don't really do racing for kwani nini award. Okay, let's put it this way. I spend my own money. This bike, let's say maybe million yangu bili to prepare it and everything, you spend like another 200 Gs, you go to the track on your own budget. And then you race and you win. And then you get a trophy worth like 1,000 bob. And that's your award for the day. There's a day we won races, bro, and people gave us alcohol. I don't even drink pombe. And imagine mtu umeshinda race, bro. You've spent your own money. And one of the small gifts you're getting is a t-shirt, a branded t-shirt, zile za kupeana watu for free for promotion. Na pombe ya 330 ml. Summit lager or something like that. I'm like, I don't even drink alcohol. I gave it away. Imagine you've won a bike race. On the year you're winning championships and someone awards you alcohol. Do you think that is right? No, I'm asking you. Umetumia pesa ngapi kuingia kwa hiyo race? And that is when I was starting to do it at a professional level. So we used to spend real money to race. Ile you're talking about 100 Gs per race. Because a set of tires alone ni pesa ngapi? Now you're not even talking about practice. I'm talking about race day. And then you're not coming alone, you're coming with a team. The team will come, wanakula. Wanakuja na, yes, complimentary tickets are there, but then those are just for like 5 people. What about the other people? Because, when you're doing this thing, you have a lot of people supporting you. You want to do branding, you want to do all those things, advertisements. You're not getting paid enough money for that. And you don't even care that someone is getting paid at the end of the day. What is there for you is you want to grow this thing, showcase, kuna talent, kujeni muone. And then you're getting alcohol. Then I'm like, hata kama get better, simtupatia soda basi.
Angalau.
Ama maziwa. So you correct people. And then they think that no, you can't be like that. And then when they are winning, that's the day you're seeing gifts like helmets. Nobody, Mimi na Acid Boy, we've won 3 championships in 1 year. Nobody else has done that. Ask us what gifts were given. Uliza Acid Boy lipewa nini? At least what Worodoras watupatia things like vacuum cleaners and stuff like that. We got something like that. What did he get from the other sides? You've won championships 3. Cash prize hata haiwezi fika hata I don't even remember ever receiving cash prize. Time nyingine unapewa medal ya silver na wewe umeshinda gold. Na unaenda peleka nyumbani, unapewa trophy imerabiwa na wembe. They scratch the number 2 off with the wembe so they can give you the number 2 trophy iko imewekelewa kastika kama imeandikwa number 1.
Eish.
Well, I have them in the house. Why do you think I didn't even want to carry them? Because what am I carrying? Those are jokes. We didn't do it for the trophies, bro. Oyaya alitoa Acid Boy wapi? Muulize kama umuonge naye.
He told me.
Yeah. And he pushed him. Do you know how much opposition he faced? Just to bring the boy to race. Simply because how can you bring someone who's better than us? Kwani wewe ni nani? Those are things. So the thing is, I was coming to bridge a gap between the older generation that had a bit of toxic competition to bring in a new culture where we were trying to see whether we'd make people focus on the talent, because when the talent is there, people will come. But then that disappeared. Now it's about money. Can you buy an expensive bike? Yes, we go do drag racing and then
Get the hey.
You're getting the point?
Hey.
If you want people to come and watch racing, bring 5 Acid Boys to compete, kill each other on that track, like showing how good they are. People will come to see that dust. But when it's me and you coming to race because we are friends and we have money, nobody will come to see that garbage. Nobody will come to watch that garbage 3 times. They'll come the first time, hoping the second time will be different. The second time the same. Next time utapatia complimentary tickets mingi kuliko zile utauza. Because at the end of the you would rather bring boda guys to race against each other. Because those guys have real beef. They want to know who is better than the other one. And people will come and watch it because they want to see ni nani yako poa kuliko mwingine. Why do you think like the matatu thing, the number 1 matatu in Kenya is more popular than bike racing? Those matatus cannot even do 130 kilometers per hour. Bikes zinafanya 300 na kitu in Kenya, but nobody's coming to see that stuff. Why? Bro, do you know what 300 kilometers per hour is? How many people in this compound have done 300 kilometers per hour? Probably 1 person. Well, yeah, I miss sijafika 300 by the way. Me, I'm chicken. I've done 278. That's the maximum I've done. Because I'm like, I can, but then for what?
You have your limits.
Not my limits. It's like, I can. But it's not worth it. Because at the end of the day, bro, let me put it this way. I do have friends with very fast bikes, which I can borrow if I wanted to. But then I'm like, people have super bikes in Nairobi. They do like 230 to 50 to 70 once, and then they feel like they've done. But you've not done it for like an hour. Me, I want to do that speed for like 30 minutes. Be there, feel and understand what it feels like. Not to taste. Kuonja bro. Kuonja ndio inafanyanga watu wagongewe Nairobi. There is a reason mtu kuonja, like hawezi ongea mbele ya watu wako na mabibi. Sababu ana yake. You don't have anything constant. But when you are doing that top level for 20 minutes, because that's probably how long it will go before you find a speed bump. You getting what I'm saying? You can't go like, I'm saying like I've done like my 240 to 50s for a whole day, so I know exactly what it feels like.
People will find a bump.
You will find a bump.
That's another problem we
It's
have.
the truth. But bro, 30
highways.
minutes at that level,
Damn.
you know what? Anyone who's been there will know. The old guys who used to ride in the 2006s, 2005 Zuko, when the roads were empty, those ones are the ones who, most of them, they can't do anything nowadays because time has gone by. But those guys had the best fun. Those who had money early.
I think it's clear. It's like you had a vision, man.
Yeah?
I think you really had.
It's still there.
As in
There's
I'm trying-
potential. And to be honest, I've been invited for those kind of conversations. But then I'm like, I don't know where to start. How do you bring a biker community for racers together to have that kind of a conversation when your own friends, who you have brought to the table, like I'll be honest with you, slick guys, I brought them to the Kenyan biking community. Wallahi mbele ya Mwenyezi Mungu. Whoever doesn't know that, the slick guys who are doing this slick series, I am the one who brought them. Hii racing team Alpha si ilikuwa renamed from my team Octane. It was rebranded, it was Octane Racing Team. Then there were issues, then I'm like, just keep it. The guys who we were with, where are they now? Where are they now? Because at the end of the day, the dream is not just about the commercial side. Because the commercial side cannot work without the strategy. What strategy? The thing that makes things move is you have a proper purpose, and the proper purpose is the consumers. You have to have the consumers here. People are not coming to see you because you're rich, bro. People are coming to see you because you're talented. Nobody knows me because I have a little bit of money. I'm not here because I have a little bit of money, right? I'm here because I've done some things which even I wish I could do again.
And then we want to know about it.
Yes.
That is true.
If we get to a place where we focus on, there are a lot of talented people there who don't have opportunities. Let us spend on them. Like we remove our own money from our own pockets, invest on those people, and then let the masses, the consumers, come and see those. Wallahi, you can have a race every 2 weeks if you wanted. If you have proper competition, where we want to know who is better. Like ile kati ya Man U na Arsenal. Man U and Arsenal no longer perform, but they are still relevant to this day because they provided a beef which cannot be solved with one event. It has every year
personal ever.
getting. But we don't have that in the racing thing right now. Because who is competing? Who is the champion for 1000cc right now?
Is it Acid Boy?
Are you sure? Who is the champion for 600cc? Who is number 2 in the 1000?
I don't follow up with the races, to be honest.
Imagine you are one of the biggest podcasters for bikes and you don't even know those things.
What does that mean?
And no, that means like the racing is lagging way behind where it's supposed to be. There is a time you could name the best 10 people in the country. There is a time you could name, you even tell the colors of the bikes, you even tell the registration numbers of the bikes. There was a time. Nowadays, ati who? That's an old guy. Oh, that's a newbie. We have started classifying each other as if we are not one thing. Bro, mtu wa bike ya 70 million na mtu wa bike ya 200 Gs. Tofauti ni level ya pesa peke yake. But they are bikers. Cause wananyeshewa pamoja. Yes, one of them will probably have better gear and everything. And one of them will probably have a better ride quality. But endeni kwa matope mtajua. Huyo wa bike ya 70 Gs. Huyo ndio MVP. Cause that one will go everywhere. There are places I can't go with this bike. That borders make a living there.
They pass there easily.
It's the truth. But then we are here looking at classes. We don't care about the talent. I wish ningepewa tu mwaka mmoja peke yake. Nisikizo tu mwaka mmoja peke yake. Nikuje niseme the things that we need to do in racing in Kenya. 1 year and then I go forever. Never to be seen or heard from again.
The
Then
land.
we see whether we wouldn't have like a career spot in this country.
Do you feel like you're misunderstood?
Bro, I don't feel like I know I'm misunderstood. Everybody knows I'm misunderstood. Okay, the people who know me know I'm misunderstood. Because being misunderstood is not like in a bad way. It's in like deliberately, because it's the most profitable way. Like you see, when you are able to take people from nowhere to plant them somewhere where hata wenyewe wakiuliza wenyewe umefika hapa aje, takala yenyewe nilishika mkono. Hii kushika tu mkono, like you can be the best. Let's say, what's your profession?
I'm a full-time filmmaker.
You can be the best full-time filmmaker with no exposure, no access to like the equipment you need, no access to the funding to take you to the places where you need to go to showcase your best works, no capacity to even like hire the right team to work with you in just preparing the things behind the scenes. You don't have any marketing budget to push the work. You can do like the best videos and you put them out there and nobody watches them. And not because they don't have quality, but because you've not been held mkono iko inashika the right people. And then one person comes and holds your hand and it blows up all of a sudden, as it should have from the word go. But then, what happens when someone holds your hand like that and then it blows up and then you decide the whole cake looks better?
Yeah, that's misunderstanding.
Bro, like, do you know what it's like? Like, I started selling bikes. I sell bikes. I import like hand-picked bikes from the North America and Europe for bikers in Kenya. As we speak today, kuna bike imeland for a very lucky young lady. I'm not allowed to like reveal the particulars, but she said I can share the bike ikitoka probably within the course of the week. And you're like, do you know what it's like to share the experience with people? Mimi naendanga kwa showroom za watu wanauza bikes. Nawaambia mali natoa bikes. Nawapatia contacts. Because at the end of the day, they will probably save one person from being conned that was conned in 2018. Will I make money from it? No. But look at me. Do I look like I'm suffering? You get?
Yeah.
Helping others does not remove from your plate. Building others does not remove from your plate. So if you're afraid of being misunderstood, utaumia akili for nothing. Being misunderstood is okay. Because the more people that misunderstand you, the more people that talk about you in your absence. And that's how you remain relevant. Because how did you know about me?
Well, mostly I saw you on MD and then
Ongea ukweli.
No, your track record. Your track record.
Yeah.
There was a time we were just chilling and then we were having a conversation and then guys were like, bro, you should bring Wakili Timam. This guy, like I told you, I made chapa my knee downs, he's won races. That's why I asked you to come with your award.
Those are small things, bro. Awards. Awards umepewa na binadamu, those are nothing. Real talent, Mwenyezi Mungu anakubariki, bro. Like, let me give you an example. You know, right now, maybe like when you have had an accident, like you break a leg or something like that, it kind of dims your confidence. But look at Mark Marquez, bro. Have you seen the way he's riding that Ducati, bro?
But,
Would you tell that guy almost died? Would you tell that guy is disabled?
by the way,
He's disabled. But nobody cares. They don't look at him like that. They look at him at Mark Marquez.
what
Hii
is
bike-
there to do?
Hii bike, bro, I can give you when I ride for like a whole day. Utanirudishia. You tell me how difficult it was for you to ride it, because it's not light. And then now, think about doing what you've just done the whole day with 1.5 legs. This is my reality. That's my reality. Na nimekuja na kitu. Sihitaji usaidizi. Mwenyezi Mungu akona mimi. The thing is, if we just focus on trying to do things at a higher level than we were doing them yesterday. These small accidents, people crash bikes nowadays. You're like, why? Most accidents we have on Kenyan roads by Kenyan bikers are avoidable, including the fatalities. Most of them. And the thing is, we don't invest in training. Because when you're a big name nowadays because of what you do, right? When's the last time you took your money, went to a track and practiced for even 30 minutes?
I don't even like the track, to be honest.
Why?
I don't know. I told you, I prefer my skill set to...
Imagine, like, a guy who is exposed to people like me, you are exposed to people like Yaya. You're exposed to so many other people with that kind of information who will tell you 1 month on the track will change your entire experience on the road forever. You want to be a real star on your bike, not star like Yakoshen and Nini. Like you want to enjoy your bike every time you ride it. Why do you think Koya takes this thing to the track? You think he's an idiot?
Let me ask you a question.
Ask.
You ride on the roads
Yes.
daily
Yes.
with other motorists.
Yes.
You go to the track to improve your skills.
Yes.
So, between going to the track and improving your skills, or riding daily to improve your seat time,
Track, bro.
listen, to improve your seat time,
Thank you.
which one do you think is more, makes more sense? Riding on the road to improve your seat time, or going to the track?
That is a very simple thing to answer. When you're on the road, how do you improve your skills?
Awareness, mostly.
No.
Awareness is
No.
part of it.
You improve your skills by getting used to riding so much, right? Seat time. That's the only way you can improve your skill on the bike.
But what does seat time involve?
That's the thing. On the road, it's near-death experiences.
And how to avoid them?
No, not most of the times. Like people learn about accidents on the road or how to avoid them after having an accident, and they're like, no, don't do that.
But then
It's
again,
like,
you learn.
bro. No, this is now the part where now fungua kitabu yako ufunzwe. On the track, you are riding the bike on its limits, or so close to it. You will never ride your bike like that on the road. You will never, bro. Getting into a corner that is like a U-turn at 670 kilometers per hour only. Ile kona ya kwanza hiyo, I used to do it at 65-70.
Yeah, track.
Yeah, kwanza hiyo kona 1 hiyo. Do that 10 times in one day, 20 times, 30 times. You'll never be able to do it in any road in Kenya. Never. The moment you're able to do that for a whole day, then you do it another day, and then you do it another day, and then like you understand when the bike is leaning at a certain angle, braking, mnavatikiana nyama kwa nyama, ile mwili zimeshikana hivi, because if you race with the real racers, there will be contact. Like there's no any it becomes, you know, the track is not very thick, right? Then you're riding at the limits constantly, even if it's 30 minutes and then you stop, 30 minutes and then you stop, 30 minutes and then stop. You get to ride the bike at such a level where nothing scares you anymore. That kind of pressure will never happen on the road. Which road? When you see someone lane splitting at 130 kilometers per hour on a busy road, which is stupid, yes, but because they can, it's because they know what it's like to like be contact in very little spaces. Like you're taking a sharp left or a sharp right, na mkona mtu hapo na unamnyama na ndani. If you can do that with a bike, and you know how small bikes are and how much space they take, do you think like Thika Road is like a whole stadium for you? When you ride on the track take a personal challenge. Just spare a budget of 50 Gs for 2025. 50 Gs peke yake. Hiyo ni ya fuel na kulipa track. Enda mpaka ishe. Invite me for some of those days, I will come. So I can show you what to do. Do it in 1 or 2 months. Like useme January na February, Wakili alisema tuende kwa track. You go do it. I'll fund myself to come there. I'll come and show you what to do. Do it for 2 months only. If it does not change your life, make another podcast, invite me as a humble pie episode for me to come and apologize to people for not changing your life.
Will you agree to come?
Nimesema. This is a promise I'm taking. Do that next year, January, February. I'll show up for you. Like I'll come 4 weekends if needed. I show you what to do. What to do whole day kwa track. For 2 months only. And then you ride on the road for 1 month while doing that. And then we do another episode specifically for telling people whether it has changed your life or not. Nothing else. I will come. If it's a humble pie, mimi humble pie nitakula. But I know one thing for sure, bro. It will change your life. The way you ride that kabike of yours, sijui na wasiwasi wewe unaogopa fairings sijui. Nah.
Lakini fairings so yemba na wewe wacha.
To import, bro. We import those things.
You have connections.
See, like that's
You know
like,
where to get them.
Lisa, like before this episode started, see, I received a call from the UK confirming like a shipment for a client has been brought from Yamaha UK. Si umesikia? Wewe mwenyewe umesikia?
Yeah.
Kwani ni ya nini? It's not like we don't have like a place for them to buy here. It's just a better option.
But Ebu tell people about your company and the shipping, how they can reach you.
That's the thing. I don't do it for profit, to be honest. I do it to prevent people from losing money unnecessarily.
From your experience also.
I've lost money buying bikes in Kenya. A lot of bikes on Kenyan roads are not regularly registered. Kwa sababu, we are not able to pinpoint and say, nani ni mwizi. We are not free. We are not honest enough with ourselves to pinpoint the people who steal from each other in our community. And they are known. But because we want to have some sort of honor amongst thieves, people continue falling like victims over and over again, na hatuwezi kuja tuseme huyu jamaa by then anakuwa mwizi. Na ni wengi.
You're just telling it as it is.
It's the truth, bro. Unajua advantage wanajua ngasi waogope. Unajua bi advantage yangu mimi bro siogopagi binadamu, no offense. Wezi ni wengi kwa bike community. So I shortchange them by cutting it off. Like I bring someone a bike, then they give me a commission. Commission ni pesa ya macho. Parts, same thing.
Is the commission set ama Kenyatta?
Bro, nimeletea watu wa engines za bike kama hii mwaka. I brought some guy who is a soldier hapa Kahawa Barracks. Nikamletea engine, hako nilipa ndina na pesa yangu. Why? Because for me it was like better for him to have the engine than ile kwa nyumba yangu. Na kwa hapa watch hii episode. Bro, shame on you. Si poa. Na by this ati nimesota sababu nikataa kunilipa by the Mwenyezi Mungu bado analeta zingine.
Commission si mbaya.
Na hata ni wanajua they know I don't even take advantage. Na nilikuwa ameenda magarages amekuotiwa pesa nyingine mwenda wazimu. Kamwambia bro, I'm not here to make money from you. I can't change my life on your money. Mwenyezi Mungu hajanijenga kukuja kukula watu kama wezi wengine hapa. Sitataja kwa episode sababu hawajaniibia, lakini kuna kijana aliniibia 2018 provoke.
Lakini huyo kwanza provoke, but that's the name, this producer. Ulimtaja sana.
Huyo jamaa alinikosea.
Baka alifika pale akaanza tu kukuignore.
Like, yani news like kwani hawa watu like hawagopangi kufinywa. Unajua like in a real world where justice is not working the way it's supposed to work. There are other ways to deal with these people. Honestly speaking. Back in the days honestly speaking. Mtu akikosea alikuwa anafunzwa na ulimwengu. Unafikiria ulimwengu ni nani? You know nowadays there's so much corruption in Kenya. People are buying even decisions in court. It's the truth.
Niliona hii Nelson Havi alisema
it's the truth.
Wala sio kwa Mercedes.
Yeah, that's what happens. And that's unfortunate. Mimi sijafika hiyo level bado sababu I've not suffered that yet, but I hope nobody will ever push me to that extent because it would be a shame to kuharibu nyama ya mtu sababu ya kitu jinga kama hiyo. It would be a shame. It happens.
People decide to be petty.
But yes, let's not be thieves, mazee. Unaiba nini? Like, work hard. Imagine when celebrity unaiba. Like, it's a shame. Na wako wengi, si mmoja, ni wengi. Na wanajulikana, unasikia huyu aliniiba, utasikia mara ngapi umeibiwa.
But I remember you should provoke.
Yeah.
The case still going on, I wish.
Nyamaze tu.
Let me ask you the last question as we wind up. What happened to the unified private bikers? I saw the post there. You had launched it sometime back.
I launched it before my accident in 2020.
Yes, I remember.
And it like we even registered the association, and it was supposed to make a difference. And then after my accident, I noticed some of the people I had requested to come and join us. Ni kama walikuwa wametumwa ile njaro ya kukuja kuona nini na happen, and then they go feed the information to like other groups. And I was like, now I'm in bed, I'm not even moving around.
You can't make things run.
So I decided to like have a different approach. I tried to use it as a platform to bring, you see the way in Rwanda we have border guys wearing helmets, having insurances for their bikes, wearing reflectors for both rider and the passenger. Helmets, reflectors for both rider and passenger, insurance iko sawa, license iko sawa. Wanted to bring that initiative through Unified, and I spent like, let's say like 7 figures of my own money to try and fund that kind of an initiative. And then a certain biker stole that money.
Which one now? Again,
Bro, like the company was actually milling profits. Like tulikuwa tumefika like on paper, like I could see like tulikuwa like tushafika place ya 7 billion. Then
Like
all of a
through
sudden, like,
registration and all that.
hey, bro, guys like getting helmets on credit and paying like 100 bob per day. Na mimi siitishi interest. Najua kampuni ilikuwa inaitisha interest kidogo ya kulipa employees na office na vitu kama hizo, but mimi sikuwa inaitisha interest on my money. Mimi ni Muislamu, we don't make, it's haram.
It's to ask for.
Yeah, you put money, you get exactly what you put in.
Unless kama nataka kukupatia tu.
No, I don't want to be
Hiyo
given.
bado utachukua.
See, me I said like at the end of the day, I just want my money back once we have had enough cash flow for the business to continue. The business is still registered and jamaa akaenda akaamua acha withdraw pesa, a fake procurement whatever's for months.
Ni wezi wako tu.
Yeah, so like right now, like we have a lot of people on borders who die every day because they don't have a helmet which I could have provided for them for next to nothing. Yeah.
Where? And the reason you started Unified, is it because you felt like there's a gap?
You know there's a gap. Bro,
Actually, I realized you vied for election.
I didn't vie for election. People like nominated me and put my name there.
Yeah, they nominated you and then...
put my name there and paid for my membership for whatever. I didn't even get the receipt or even like anything. I was told like you've been nominated by someone. They have paid for your membership in, and then like the election is the day after tomorrow. I'm like, then they go like, okay, what is my whatever? Oh no, we want you to be the lawyer for. Like, this is Mr. Kata. The elections were held, another person was chosen, a lady. Then all of a sudden nikaambiwa like hiyo story yako ya kufanya kitu yako tofauti ni kwa sababu uko na competition, yani kwa sababu umekataliwa. Niko like I didn't even ask, like I have never even been to your offices, I don't even know, like you know.
Oh, you're your reason lakini.
Bro, sasa like let me ask you something. You are a biker, right? Do you feel like there's unity in the biker community right now?
Like there's what?
Do you feel like there's unity in the biker community right now?
Not so much.
Not at all.
Oh, okay,
People
I
are
thought
divided
you were
badly.
cliques.
Like the only place you can maybe say like there's a bit of unity is in the nyumba kumis. Na sio zote. Sababu Thika Road mko na nyumba kumi ngapi?
Mimi yenye nilingishwa ni moja, nilisikia kuna zingine but
Why are there several?
because of division definitely.
Why?
Politics.
Why? Like what is someone missing that they need to have policies about riding motorcycles? Like honestly speaking, what is such a big deal about having control over people who live on a certain road that ride bikes?
You have to control over people who are living.
Why? What do you gain from it? Useleb. Honestly speaking. Bro, I have had people try to have beef with me and I'm like, ingekuwa nyama ya ng'ombe ukweli, tungeipika na wewe tukule. Tujaribu kuelewa ni nini exactly, like how does it taste? But what is beef that cannot be eaten? Let me ask you, like, bro, I have places like, there's a time I would go to petrol stations in weird parts of the country. Then, wewe ndio wakili? Selfie. Like, people know you everywhere. You go in another country. I was on the road for 17 days. Your trip in Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania, Congo, and Burundi. I spent only 3 nights in hotels. Why? Those 3 nights, I couldn't make it to the place I had planned because my leg was swollen. Na hizo ni nchi, I've never met those people. They are my friends because of the things we do. Like, umefika your level, like, you have that kind of connection. You're on the road in different countries for 17 days and you only spend 3 nights in hotels. Na si sababu una place ya kulala hiyo siku, ni sababu you didn't feel like you could do that extra 60-70 kilometers to get there. That was working. That is unity.
Yeah,
like, sure. Someone knows, like, this guy is legit enough to be allowed into my space. Oyaya thinks we are legit enough to be allowed to do this in his space. This is his own private compound. That is what I'm talking about. That is the unity I'm talking about. Did I have to sign my papers there or get a passport or like do like bookings or anything to get here? Did you? No. That is unity. That is unity. The number of times I've been called, niko in the middle of doing things. Some biker amegongwa na matatu sijui wapi. You rush. You don't even know their names. You help. The first time I met the biker Karo. Wametoka sijui wapi, bike ya mtu sijui imechemka usiku. Nimeacha bibi kwa nyumba, nimekuja. Na mtungiza maji kwa barabara mpaka saa 8. kusaidia mtu hata kumbuki jina yake ni nani, but tuleta bike yake NYS hapa ndani kwa NYS. I don't even remember the name of the guy. Like, you do things not because you are trying to get some, but because you belong to a community that you are as strong as your weakest link, and that weak link is taking care of the strongest by the strongest. So you are a pack. Nowadays the biker community is like, what are we? It's an embarrassment. We don't have guidance, we don't have leadership. The leadership we have is for people who want just to gather people together like a church and see how much they can milk from them. It's the truth.
That's why you started the name Unified.
We wanted to have everybody under one roof. You don't have to pay for a subscription. You just have access. You see, the thing is, you get into biking communities, ndio? Ulinunua bike tu ovyo ovyo, ndio? Ongea kweli. Just seeing things out there, you just see a bike you want to buy and you buy. Did you have anyone to mentor you when you were getting in? Bro, me, I was mentored by Matinganga. He doesn't even ride. He wasn't even riding by the time I got the bike. He had already quit because of a friend of his had an accident and he passed on. But I had mentorship before I got in. I get in. I come to Waya's garage for the first service of the bike after I bought it. Waya is like, Buddha, umevaa vizuri, full leather juu. Bro, I had quality. Beric. By the way, ilikuwa inaweza. Lakini sikuwa na boots. Waya anatumana kwa hii nyumba. Viatu zikujue nipewe viatu nitalipa pole pole so that I can have a complete look. Did he know me? No. Did he even know where I live, what I do? Nothing. He was like, this guy seems legit. Now 8 years later tuko hapa kwake tukishutia episode. I have like, if I was wearing boots on the day of the accident, I wouldn't have had the accident. I would have probably made a much bigger difference than I have. But unfortunately. And then funny enough, like, you are on your top of your game and you're surrounded by everybody, everybody's like affiliated with you, and then kidogo kidogo you have an accident and then you're not as important as you were to them because you cannot get the things you used to do for them done as efficiently with being at home. So like you are left with like just the real ones from the one. Tumebaki na kina Joseph. It's the reality. So how is that unified? Bro, there are guys who came like to the scene of my accident and they really helped. Hiyo time nilikuwa surrounded. And some of them don't talk to me today. Na si ati niko na deni ya mtu. Na si ati nadai mtu kitu.
No unity.
It's like any your relevance went died with your talent.
Where?
But it's okay, like. But the good thing is there's life beyond this. So I'll tell you this. Yes, I think Unified it's still registered. And the constitution is nice. Because Unified by there has a wing for boda boda and a wing for private. And the reason it has a wing for both is because private guys want to feel like more important than boda boda guys for some reason. I don't know why. Let's be honest. Like, we are all human beings. And if it's about like how much money you can make, money comes and goes. And there are boda boda operators who have a lot of money. Anyway, so we wanted to bring them to the same platform because the challenge we have is you go push for a law. You're told you're out of border. And then when it's being enforced, inakula what? You remember in February 2020, there was a time there was a ban on motorcycles in Kenya.
When they hit that lady.
Yeah.
It was
last year but
one.
Bro, people are not riding. Sisi tunaenda police station, central police station na bike zetu.
I remember you were going there
guys
to
are
try
like,
to. Where do you get the number?
Kwani mnavuta nini ati mnakuja kwa police station na bikes na watu wamefungwa hapa ndani kwa kuendesha bikes Nairobi? Like, we have not been banned from riding. Then they were like, no, everybody has been told. The orders come from the top. Nobody is riding.
Kenya mzima.
Yeah, until we streamline this thing until everybody gets registered. And the ideas are nice because, let's be honest, the best way to remove crime from Kenyan roads is through boda boda people. Wako kila mahali. They are the best. They're even better more effective than the police. You think there will be pickpocketing if the boda boda people said no pickpocketing?
They'd make sure it's not happening.
Right, if tomorrow watu wa boda Kenya wakisema hakuna pickpocket Kenya mzima, pickpocketing is over by end of business that day. Because they can catch you anywhere, anytime. Wanakuwaka kila mahali. But no, we don't look at them like that. We look at them as riffraffs. Tunawadharau. Ukianguka watu wa boda ndio watakusaidia. Before watu wa superbike wafike, watu wa boda ndio watu wa kusaidia. In fact, like most people who get accidents in weird places wanasaidiwa na watu wa boda. Kwa nini? Because those are decent human beings. Hawana vitu ya class ama vitu sijui ati who is who's. They don't have that. Huko kwingine kwa like you have a private bike. Do you know like there are people who are like, oh sijui yako ni sport bike, hapana yako ni sport tourer, oh hapana yako ni boda, oh hapana yako sijui ni gari, yako ni Chinese, yako ni German. Then you're like, who cares? Can you ride it? To Ileret. Do you even know where Ileret is? Imagine you're a Kenyan. Ileret ni Kenya by the way. Lakini watu wanaishi huko ni watu wa Ethiopia. Sababu wa Kenya wendangi huko.
Iko wapi kwa boda?
It's like 70 or 80 kilometers from the border with Ethiopia on the right side of Lake Turkana.
Umetembea sana lakini najua hivyo.
Kenya mzima mali sijaenda peke yake, sahii ni Mandera County peke yake. Na nilikuwa nimeinvitiwa kwenda, there's a meeting, there was some bikers, the young bikers wanted to go there, but they are from both sides.
Reason ujienda ni?
Mi bro, sitaki kucheza na magaidi kwa barabara. I already had my chances at Lamu. And as much as I don't think I'm a Muslim, yes, but I don't speak the local language. And being Muslim sometimes might not be enough.
They can just still decide.
No, because when a person is coming to harm, they're not coming to harm you because of your religion. They're coming to harm you because that is their intention. They don't care. And we're talking about guys who are so good they can hit a bird with a AK-47 from like 200 meters away or 100 meters away.
Sharp kabisa.
Bro, they're good. With what, like, they are good. They have been with the gun since they were kids. So if they want to shoot you, they will shoot you. See, we have had bikers shot, especially barabara ya kutoka Kainuki kwenda Marich, down that goes to Turkana. Several bikers have been shot there. We've heard about it. I think ni last year. Kuna bikers walienda wazungu wawili na tenere side ya Wajia. Tenere moja iko huko bado haikurudi. So yeah, there's someone with a tenere huko. Then umeenda huko round mwenda. They're like, ndio ile bike kama yako. Hiyo ni yangu sasa, hata mimi niko na bike kama yako. You can't do that.
Na hiyo wezi claim.
From who?
How?
Bro, do you know how many people have been there? Okay, how many bikers do you know who have gone to Wajir for a random?
I haven't heard.
Only one. Like, who else? Who else do you know? Mi nimeenda. Who has gone to Wajir out for fun, just for the hell of it? Nimetoka nimeenda Wajir leo. Umepanga hapana? Naenda kesho, nimeamua ninaenda.
Na ukaenda na ukarudi.
Mwenyezi Mungu alinijalia.
Wewe uko na
Andrew Kibe is doing the 47 ride, county ride. Muulize kama ataenda Wajir na Mandera. Muulize.
Anaenda Wajir?
Who goes there, bro?
But the 47, yeah, he's doing the 47 rides.
He can't do 47, you'll probably do 45. It's not safe to do the 47.
Hizo mbili ni gani? Wajir
na Mandera. It's not worth it. Wajir you can try, maybe you can go through the Modagashe route and then you just dash to Habaswein and come back. But it's not really worth it.
Yeah. Wakili, man, it's been so nice to have you.
My pleasure.
I think maybe Vilome put it too. I really hope you get some time, maybe if kama utarudi, so that na hope to these dreams that you have zinaweza come to fruition someday. Even if it's not you, someone might be watching or someone might be aligning with your perspective ama the thinking na waweza kuiona tu, yani the bigger picture, because I think it's a dream. And dreams should not be usiache ikufe, you know. They can sleep kidogo, but tena si sana. What do you think?
Well, yeah, the thing is, the reason why we are enjoying the things we enjoy in this world right now is because someone took a sacrifice somewhere.
Yeah.
And we don't even know who they are. The first motorcycle was invented by a crazy person, right? Now we have a bike life.
Just like that.
It's the truth. Do you know who invented motorcycles?
Yet I'm riding.
And it's like, this whole production is because of the efforts of that one crazy person. Like, a car on 2 wheels. So, it's not my dream as an individual. Like, nobody owns anything on this world. We will die. I can assure you if the year 2070, most of us won't be here. And by 2070, I'm even pushing it too much. Most of us won't be here. It's the truth. And the things we are able to achieve today will benefit those who will come after us. And if there's someone out there who still thinks it would be nice to invest in making various aspects of motorcycle riding to be something that can be enjoyed beyond our times instead of the multiple efforts which have been there to try and kill this thing. Even right now, we have bikes valued at millions of shillings that we cannot ride on the expressway in Nairobi, even if we wanted to. We have places in Nairobi, even somewhere up and Nyuma, gated estates which we cannot ride into because motorcycles are not allowed. The owner, the person who is riding the bike will be allowed to walk in, but the motorcycle will not be allowed in. The people who are making these policies obviously don't understand something about the community. And why? I wouldn't blame them. It's because we've not unified ourselves to bring all these minds to the same table, to discuss the best interest of bikers as bikers with no ulterior motives, no money involved, nothing. Just people who want to see what is best for bikers being put on the same table, discussed with not even equality, just respect, mutual respect. And then to have motorcycle policies being made by people who ride or understand riding regularly, not people who own motorcycles. Because if I have 10 million shillings and I decide to spend like 5 or 6 million shillings buying an expensive motorcycle, I'll buy people's respect because it's expensive and most people cannot afford it. But does that make me a biker? No. But because I have the most expensive bike, I can come and say, because mine is more expensive than yours, I can make decisions for you. What stops politicians from stealing money and buying bikes and then deciding to ban bikes because they own bikes and they have decided that the bikes are dangerous? You know, people don't look at it from a holistic perspective. So my challenge is, let's come together. Let's bring our mental muscle together. Let us discuss what is best for the biking community in Kenya without discriminating against each other. Oh, expensive bikes, cheap bikes, fast bikes, slow bikes, commercial bikes, private bikes. Motorcycles are motorcycles, and the issues affecting motorcycles affect all of us. The Traffic Act recognizes two wheels as two wheels. When bikes are being banned on the expressway, everybody is being banned, right? So let everybody come together and speak about that problem. Why can't you ride on the expressway? Is it too unsafe for motorcycles? Is it as unsafe as Mombasa Road itself? You have 1,000 more chances of dying on Mombasa Road than you have on dying on the expressway. But you will never be allowed to ride on the expressway because the policy makers are people who own bikes, but they are rich and they don't care about the other small bikers. And that's the truth. And the actual people who ride every day to work, I've never been consulted on those kinds of things. 5 years ago, 4 years ago, people were not allowed to ride bikes into the CBD. I would always ride, of course. Nobody would arrest me. But then not everybody is like us.
But now you can ride in the CBD.
Things have changed a little bit. But do you think they will stay like that forever? There is no designated motorcycle parking spot in Nairobi County up to now, the CBD. Where is it? Show me one designated motorcycle parking space in the CBD. Malls like TRM have started appreciating bikes like I think 3 or 4 years ago. Let's be honest. And until we have a presence that can be appreciated and respected because we carry ourselves in a respectable way, bikes will always be affiliated with the wrong things. Because right now, when you say boda boda, recklessness, deaths, insecurity, noise, nuisance, lawlessness. But is that the truth? Is that why we are here? But people, we are busy. Let us market ourselves. Oh yes, I am a celebrity. I am a big deal. What have you done for the community? Nothing. What have you attempted to do? Nothing. What will you be remembered for? Having a very fast bike. Shame on you. Not in a bad way, but let's come together. Let us look at the problems affecting us. I hate it when I'm allowed to do something with my bike that most people are not allowed to do. There are places I can go with my bike, and the friends I've gone with will not be allowed in, not because of discrimination, but because they're not known there. And it feels bad. Sometimes I have to ride on this disability thing. Well, it's my right, obviously, I'm messed up. But it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that. Na hiyo ujinga ya kusema ati umeona bike yangu ni milioni ngapi na hiyo gari ni milioni, achana hiyo. You can't even, like, if we were to break down the bike in small parts and actual cost of production, it would be much less than that. But because they're difficult to make, of course. Point is, let us come together and just find a way of solving the community's problem together. Because hakuna shida za matajiri za maskini kwa bikes. Shida za bike ni the same, tunanyeshewa pamoja. Tunafukuzwa expressway pamoja. Tunafukuzwa kwa estate zingine pamoja. Okay,
hata kwa malls. Then ukweli.
Yeah,
if you think of it that way, it's so true by the way.
And then for this thing of racing, guys who are involved in racing, most of you mnanijua personally, like even your family members, even your kids wananijua. But you know me better. I'll tell you. Let us focus.
Look at that one.
Let us focus on the consumer. Football in the UK is relevant in Kenya because people have found reasons to watch football matches in Kenya every weekend. To the extent that they complain when there's an international break, when their own countries are playing football against each other. They complain, hii weekend hakuna ball. Ni international. Why are they able to penetrate Kenya? And it's not like Kenyans are watching that football on the ground. They are watching it on TV. Because they look for talent from all over. They don't care whether Bukayo Saka is from a rich family. They don't care whether Messi is from a rich family. They don't care whether Ronaldo is from a rich family. They care about how talented he is. They call each other goats. The moment you're able to get talent from wherever it is hiding, the likes of Acid Boy, talent, like you can see that guy is good. Bring that 5 of those guys, 10 of those guys in each category, including those guys who ride borders, because they have talent. I've seen what they are doing right nowadays on the roads. Bring them together. Let the talented racers compete against whoever has been racing. And then people will come to see that rivalry grow and grow and grow. But as long as we are racing against our own friends, trust me on this one, it's not going anywhere.
Oh well, let's hope with time.
I hope they will listen.
There will be change.
Munanijua nyinyi. Si ati munanijua. Like, you know who I am. You know what I can do. You know what I have done for you. Do it for others. Si kuwalipisha. Not even a single cent. Do it for others.
Well, that's Wakili Timam for you guys. Hiyo ni Christmas dose. Asanteni sana for watching. Asante sana Wakili one. Thank you so much.
Mguu imeganda.
Umebonga facts. Mguu imeganda.
Mguu imeganda buda.
Pole sana.
Hata tushamaliza.